Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday Night Principal Chiro Call, brought to you by the Band of Brothers. I'm very excited about tonight's speaker. But before we get to that, I know I have some things to talk about. So first is our upcoming meetings. As you can see, fall, it won't be as fast as this year's been going. We'll be there pretty soon. It's October 22nd to the 25th at the Atlanta Marriott. And then winter, we are back in Atlanta, January 28th to the 31st. Spring, it's back to Florida at the Sheridan Sand Key Resort in Clearwater. Great place to have a DE. Okay. We put this up because it does two things. One is it saves you money. And two, it puts DE on your calendar so you know which 4 DEs you will be coming to when you become a yearly member of Dynamic Essentials. And the more you come, the more layers you peel, the stronger you become in your practice and become a great server. So become a member. It's a good price. And connect groups, I don't know what to say about connect groups. I hope you are connecting. I know I send some things out, but don't get much feedback. I hope that somewhere along this way, you're developing strong bonds, not only within the connect group, but with us at DE, because we're here to help. Call on us. We're not shy. Okay. So as you know, our speaker is going to be Dr. Beth Ann. For years ago, I took care of her father, and her father used to tell me all about her, how great she's doing. And I always say, she's close to Atlanta. I hope to see her one time at DE. And one time in the hallway, she said, "You take care of my father." And I'm like, you made it to DE. I'm so happy. And she's been coming consistently. She is a persistent, loving, giving chiropractor. And let's hear what she has to share with us, because I know she's going to open our heart for us to be better tomorrow when we go into our office. So take it away, Dr. Beth Ann.
Thank you, Mindy. You're so wonderful. I'm so glad that my dad got to meet you, got to tell me about the DE through you. And through Chris Walker. He was the guy who really pushed me to come. And funny story, that night that I came to DE and met you in that hall was my first DE, but it was just like a Saturday night. I had come from something, or Friday night, and I'd come from something else. And my daughter was not home. She was in a hotel a few hours north of Atlanta. I had driven down, and she was running 103-degree fever. And I adjusted her. And I was like, okay, I'm comfortable to leave. Came down, met you guys, spent a few hours, and I listened to Judson and was like, okay, I just need to be here, and drank the Kool-Aid and was like, we're going to do this. And I think I've missed just a handful of DEs since then. And I think we're going into year 3.5, 4 maybe of being at DE. And every time I go, just amazing things. So join the membership. Not a plug. They didn't tell me to do that, but join the membership, do it so you get there, and you just learn so much. So I'm just letting God talk tonight. I did not prepare anything, so we'll see how this goes. The last couple of months have been crazy town in my life. I missed DE because I was going to be on a cruise with my family, and I enjoyed that, but my dad was in the hospital the entire time that I was on that cruise, so I'm checking in, making sure he's doing good. I did get him adjusted right before I left, but he made it through till I got home. And then a week later, you guys were praying for him at DE. He was on life support, multiple types of life support, and everybody at DE was praying for him. And I know that, I felt that. And he came off life support, and we were able to talk to him for 2 days. And then he went downhill, and unfortunately he passed. He was very loving and caring of me, and passed on a Tuesday, which is my day off from the office. And I felt so blessed that I was able to spend that entire last day with him, loving on him, taking care of him, having my children say goodbye. And I think that relationship was a lot better because of the lessons that I've learned with DE, to be present in the moment, to be there with him, to take care of him, and to love on him. And so we've been walking the waters of what happens after your dad dies and navigating that new family and navigating that through practice. And a lot of people probably would have taken a ton of time off after losing a parent, but I went right back the next day. I work on Wednesdays, so my office was open and we put up a sign, hey, her dad passed, like, but she wants to serve. So just try and keep the conversation to a minimum so she can be present in the moment. And I don't think that if I hadn't been a part of this group that I would have had the ability to serve my way through this. And life would have been a very much so different spot right now. I would not be as strong as I am right now going through this. And knowing DE, the ability to bounce back from that was, I mean, bouncing back from it, I still cry. I cried today, but having the different relationships, I purposefully went to the July DE. I couldn't take the time off to be there for the full thing, but it was a heavy one. We had so many transformations, so many people dropping what's going on in their life right now and the things that the hurdles that they're going through. A lot of people are jumping over struggles and trying to get through them, just as I am right now, and sharing those and hearing those. That weekend was the weekend before I was going to lay my dad to rest. And so meeting up with people and getting hugs and standing in the back of the room and praying with Dr. Claudia over her new grandchild that was coming and praying over just life together was so powerful. And I don't know where I'd be without relationships like that. So if you're in the Band of Brothers, if you're in DE, or if you're just dipping your toes in, get to know people because they are amazing people. So amazing that when I told some people I was going to be in New Jersey burying my dad, they invited me to the beach house on the Jersey Shore to spend the time. I'm like, I have 4 kids. You don't want me there? No, we want you there. Bring the 4 kids. We're going to have a good time. Then another doctor shows up. And he invites us back to his house to take quick showers so we can move on to our next part of our trip. And just, I'm going to cry because the love in this group is so amazing. But how does that relate to practice? Practice has been full of its ups and downs over the years. Dr. Mindy asked me what my favorite part of practice was in my first year, what the favorite memory was. And I have to say it was when we finally hit the goal of seeing 100 patients a week by myself. I was always working with another doctor. He's like, all right, we're comfortable at like 60, 70 visits a week. I'll let you go do your own thing. And I rocked it. I went and I was like, I'm going to serve the people. I'm going to blow this out of the water, even though you don't think I can, because you tell me I can't do something and I'm going to be like, yes, I can. Here I go. Watch me. And that is exactly what I did. We blew it out of the water, saw over 100 patients a week continuously and had a great time. And he's like, I haven't had an associate do that ever. So I felt very blessed in what I was doing. I know I've had many people say that there is a blessing on me to help people heal. And I will say that in the past couple of months, I have not been sharing that gift as well as I can because of all that's been going on in my life. But I know that right now it's the time to make that change because I'm listening to podcasts of how sick these kids are today, that people are, you know, the different diseases. All of the chiropractors out there know how many diseases these kids are facing, how much is going on. There is a runaway child in our town right now, a 14-year-old girl that left her house in the middle of the night the other night. And these are the kids that I want to touch and I want to reach because I know if their nervous system is turned on, if they are connected from above down, inside out, that they're not going to be making crazy decisions to walk out of a house at midnight and go wherever it is that she went to. And we are just praying for her that she comes home safely, that there's just a miracle in this town that happens. But if I can see more kids, if I can have more people in this community see more kids, see more pregnant women, because those kids are affected in utero when those moms are going through it in that first trimester. There is so much imprinting that happens then that is my heart, that I want to see as many pregnant women as I can, as many women who want to conceive, so that we're making sure that their body is able to handle the pregnancy with less stress, that their body is able to do this so that their child doesn't experience some of the childhood events, the different stressors in utero that really, really affect them. So I just want to see more pregnant women. This weekend, Dr. Mindy asked me, she said, when's the last time you're on? I was like, it's been about a year, because I always get asked the week before I am going to teach at the GCC, and I'm teaching this weekend about the 1,000 days of life, because I want people to know more about why it's so important, so that they will get on fire to see more pregnant women, see more children, learn more techniques through whatever organization they choose, to be able to help those moms, those kids, and not just kind of practice on them and whatnot, but be really in tune with those kids and making sure. And I know that every DE doc is in tune and tuning into their nervous system and quieting down and finding that subluxation and removing it so that those kids can have it. So I absolutely love hearing all the stories from the stage as to the different miracles that are happening. One that we had in our office recently was just a mom who came in, started cash paying in our office, and she was pregnant and she just wanted to have a better pregnancy. She wanted a VBAC. She had a C-section last time. And so she was like, I came in 24 weeks and we were able to adjust and make sure that her body and her nervous system, not just her body, not just balancing that pelvis, but that her nervous system was in tune to be able to have that baby after she had a car accident about 2 weeks into care. And that can be really traumatic to a lot of moms out there, of having a car accident in the middle of their pregnancy, wanting to have such a different outcome, and then to have that big stressor. So it wasn't just about, okay, we're not in any pain from it because it wasn't a big accident, but the stress of it, we had to take care of her nervous system and make sure that she was locked in and ready to go to be able to have that, and many multiple factors of different stressors in our life, that we were able to allow her body to be more adaptable. So I can't say enough about chiropractic. I love it. I love what I'm doing. I know that I need a good kick in the pants right now of getting my practice back up to where it needs to be so that we can help more people. And I know that being on here and talking to each and every one of you is going to just help me grow, because I know that we need to get out there and do more and be better. And that's where I'm at right now. So Dr. Mindy, if there's any question you might have for me or anything else you want me to answer, I tend to be a little quick and fast on these things.
Well, I don't have a specific question to ask you, but you really definitely describe what DE helps a lot of us, because you had said that this last DE was heavy because you saw a lot of people shedding some stuff that we could feel them shedding. And I didn't think that it was a heavy DE. I thought it was a DE that you could feel was piercing the soul of everybody.
Yeah, that's a great way.
There was actually a light coming out of them from that soul piercing, that each and every one of us going back into the office carried that light with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what that whole transition to the next level felt like this time through the DE. And, you learn to serve through everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. But it's always the fact that we're just serving with our heart, because we do the stuff. And so for you, your practice to build again is because you're going to do the stuff. You're going to do the meditation. You're going to rely on all of us. And your mission is huge. You can't help but be successful in reaching the people in your town. You want to change the world by first changing the mother's ability to even have a pregnancy that is in tune with their nervous system, so that the developing baby's nervous system is in tune. And that's just the best mission that you can have for all of us.
Yeah. I want a great next generation for sure.
Yeah. So do I.
Yes. Yes.
And I want another great generation in chiropractic, so that they start off knowing when they're doing their studies what chiropractic is all about. It's so much easier to reach their hearts if they start off knowing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping one of my kids at least will go to chiropractic school.
Or one of your kids' friends that keeps being around you guys.
That's
You
true
know,
too. Yeah.
it doesn't always have to look like it has to be in the family, but it's touched by someone in the family.
100%. There you go. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. You were terrific for us. I love and I appreciate you. My heart is so full knowing that you're doing this journey with us.
I love and appreciate you. And I'm so grateful for everybody in DE. I can't tell you how much it meant to me to have people reach out and be like, you're coming up this weekend, right? You're going to see us. You're going to come. And just sitting there on the beach having a mini DE was so wonderful.
And those Jersey people are the best people.
I'm originally a Jersey person. So
there you go. I was close.
Yes.
All right. Love to all. See ya. Good night.
Bye.